Hello, how's everybody doing today? Today I'm going to be making an omelet for you. It's not my usual healthy breakfast here, but it's a Sunday and I'm going to do about an hour and a half of cardio right after this. So I'm going to do a nice omelet using whole eggs today, not just the whites. We're going for taste this morning, so still a lot of protein though. I'm going to be doing a smoked turkey and mushroom and cheese omelet with scallions. So I'm going to start off with some butter here. Real butter, whole butter. I don't like the fake stuff. I figure I'll either use it or I won't, but I don't want to substitute for some fake stuff. Got some, I'm going to start with sauteing the mushrooms here. Got some white button mushrooms. If you want to be fancy, which I did, but they were twice as much. You can use some cremini or shiitake or whatever you like, some baby bellas. They shrink down quite a bit when you cook them, so it's going to look like a lot, but it's not going to be a lot when it's done. Just going to use about half so I can save these for another omelet later. Some salt and pepper. This salt, this is a Celtic Gray, light gray salt. It's too big to actually come through the shaker top, so if you buy this stuff, it actually comes like this. I suggest getting the finer ground, otherwise you won't be able to get it out of the shakers. So you gotta open the top. Good general purpose salt. I like more of my seasoning in the filling, so when you bite into the egg it kind of explodes the flavor. And a little pepper. Reason why you don't see me in the picture is because my kitchen is like 5 feet long. I can't back up far enough to actually see me in the picture, so I'll turn the heat down here. If you think I need a little more liquid, so I'm going to put a little dab of olive oil in there too. Help them out. I didn't want to use too much butter. Starting to look good here. Yummy. Okay, now we got our mushrooms all done for the filling. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the smoked turkey. Don't even have to clean the pan. You don't need any butter or anything for this stuff. It's got its own moisture, it'll cook up fine. 2 slices of this. Yeah, that's plenty for that. This is serving for one. Probably going to be about, I don't know how much really, but probably 60 or 80 grams of protein. More than I need. It's going to eat well though, I'll tell you that. So, just going to break it all up with a fork and a spatula. Try not to scrape the fork in the pan, because it's a Teflon pan. I don't want chunks of Teflon in my food. And that'll be ready in just a minute. Okay, so my mushrooms and my smoked turkey are all ready. Now I'm going to whip up the eggs. Today I'm going to be using, let's see if you can see it, Organic Valley eggs. I was looking for an egg that was cage-free chickens, because I don't like how they treat the chickens. And I wanted one that was open pastured. Even most cage-free eggs, they're still in a huge room with like 900,000 chickens in it. So they say that these guys can go daily access to outdoors and sunshine, so they should be happier and they should have a really good tasting egg. I'm going to be doing a 3-egg omelet today. I'm going to use the whole eggs too. So nice thick shells on these, nice deep yellow yolks. Good sign that they're some pretty healthy eggs. Some pretty good tasting eggs too. I didn't have a whisk either until yesterday. I go, you know what, I don't have a whisk. I use a fork most of the time. I'll find a little egg whisk. We'll see how it works. This is one of the OXO whisks. Just break the yolks here first. Have to get some air in there. I'll be honest, Probably harder to clean. Let me try my fork method because that always worked. You know, I like the fork, gotta say. Okay, like I said, this isn't the healthiest thing I've made for you. But it's not super bad for you, but maybe split it with somebody. Putting some more butter in the pan for the eggs. I did clean the pan out this time. I'm on a medium-high heat here, about 3/4 power. We are going to turn it down in a little bit. I'm just trying to get the pan heated up quick. I've got electric, unfortunately. Gas is nicer to cook with. It's instant heat, and it wraps around the pan and everything. This just hits the spot of the pan that's touching the most. If you get a good pan, it'll distribute the heat around well. Okay, pour the eggs in. Okay. We immediately go in and start stirring it around a little bit. You only got about 20 seconds or so to do that, especially in a hot pan. Otherwise the egg will harden too fast and you'll have a big hole in your omelet. You want a nice smooth disc when you're done still. Okay, so I'm going to turn the heat down because one of the biggest problems with cooking eggs is the other side, the bottom side, browning too fast. Okay. A little salt and pepper. Actually, before I do that, I cut up some green scallions for a nice nice color, nice little garnish. I'll do that while the egg is still a little bit wet on top. Because this is actually going to be the outside of the omelet. It'll make it look nice, give it a little extra taste. Okay, now a little salt and pepper. Oh. Gonna go back to my Murray River pink salt. Nice little finishing salt. Just a little on the outside. Remember, we put some in the filling. And then my bird's hungry too. And then the world's biggest pepper grinder. Just a little dusting. We do have. Remember we do have some in the filling as well. Okay, this pan's a little older, so it's the Teflon's not as non-stick as it once was. Okay, you can see here it's looking ready to flip. It's starting to dry out, not much sheen on it. Breaks loose in the pan on its own like that. There we go. Okay, now you gotta be fast here. You do the cheese first because you want it to melt. A nice golden brown there. Okay, I'm using a reduced fat cheese. Try to be a little healthy. I mean, you can squeeze calories wherever you can and fat. Okay. Feel like I'm making a pizza here. Mushrooms. I'm gonna put them mostly on the one side because I'm gonna fold this half over. I just did the cheese all over so it would melt better. And that looks good. And smoked turkey. This is an overstuffed omelet. I might have leftovers. I don't know. I have good faith in myself. Actually, good omelet for 2 people. It's plenty serving for 2. And then fold it over right away. Okay, let's see. Alright. Overstuffed omelet. And what I do once I fold it over, I fold it right back. Somehow I think it melts the insides better. Okay, we're ready to plate it up. You don't want it to cook really any more than that. Okay, and here we go, right out of the pan. You can just ease it on one side like that, and voila. Stove's off. Everybody's happy. With it today, I'm going to have, for my carbs, I'm going to have a piece of toast. I found this brownberry bread, whole wheat, 22 grams of whole grains. It's actually, I never thought there was protein in bread, but I look in there and it actually has 5 grams of protein in bread, so it's going to add to the protein we're getting. And 3 grams of dietary fiber in each slice. So that's really good. I don't want to have too much bread. Bread can make you fat quick, so I'm going to have 1 slice with some blackberry jam that I got from Amish country. And a piece of fruit, actually, and be all set. Alright, I'm going to go enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.